Hello everyone, Semi-Retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. Happy 4th of July. It is a beautiful day here in Omaha, Nebraska. Because I'm recording a little bit ahead here, it's not actually the 4th of July yet, but I do need to say happy 4th of July because that's when everybody's going to be seeing this. This is just a quick update video while I'm out here trying to get some steps in. Because the July challenge is to get some steps in, even on top of everything else. This is actually Sunday. Had a rough night at work last night. I'll tell you all about that in just a moment here. But first, let me say welcome to all the new people. I'm glad you're here. You may be asking yourself, Bob, what in the world are we watching here? Well, you're watching me walk. That doesn't seem super exciting, but a little over 14 months ago, I couldn't do this. I could barely stand for 2 to 2.5 minutes at a time without severe pain. And now I'm out here trying to walk every day, but doing a lot of other things as well. So I'm getting some movement in every day. The whole purpose of this channel is to show you that it's never too late to change your life. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. I'm glad you're here as well. I can't tell you how much it means that you choose to spend a little bit of your day with me, watching a little bit of my video. I really appreciate it. But you know, we've been talking about July and functional fitness, and I'm out here walking on Sunday even after I worked about 6.5 hours last night, just because I'm a little on the stiff and sore side, my shoulders and my back. And let me tell you what happened, and you know where my functional fitness came into, and now I realize I still have a lot more to go. You all know, well, those of you that have been here for a while know that I work at a miniature golf course on Friday and Saturday. Well, it rained all day yesterday. Rained hard. In fact, I see a tree down up here in the neighborhood. I'll show you that. It's blocking the sidewalk, so that probably is where I'm just going to turn around. It's actually, if you go back through my videos, it was back in late September, early October, a couple of the other limbs of this tree laid down. So I'm guessing it's been a little weak for quite some time. But anyway, it rained all day, but the owner had me come in just in case it let off. And it did finally stop raining about 6. Now, he'd been keeping up with the really big puddles with sump pumps pretty much all day, because we got 6, maybe even 7 hours of really hard rain. But it stopped raining just a little bit before 6, and he wanted to target getting open by 6:30 so that we could get some, hopefully get some evening play in, because all the rest of the week there's free fireworks shows and free concerts and all that stuff going on here in Omaha. So I was over on the harder course to get cleaned up while he worked on courses 1 and 2 and got those open while I was out doing course 3. And I spent about an hour moving sump pumps around, but there's only so many locations you can move the sump pump to. Here, let me show you this tree. Yeah, it looks like the other half of it got uprooted. Let me turn this around. The side to the one side, you can see where it's been cut off. Those are the branches that were down laying across this sidewalk last year. And now you can see the rest of it was pretty rotten. And it has fallen over and is blocking the sidewalk and out blocking the street the other way. So I'm sure they'll be out at some point to cut this up and get it out of here. But yeah, I spent about an hour after I'd moved the pump to a location. I had to broom water over the high spots to get it to where the pump was set up. And let me tell you, if you've never broomed deep water, I didn't feel it last night. I actually felt pretty proud of myself. I got course 3 cleaned up and opened in about an hour, while the other 2 courses were already open for business. I felt pretty good about myself. Ended up staying. We did close early because of all the rain. It was really slow last night. But we got some customers in. And I felt really good about getting that workout in. I had plenty of strength to push the water and move it around and pick up the sump pumps that, are of course attached to 150 feet of hose to get out into the parking lot with the water where it'll drain off. And plus the electric cable running to it. So there's a lot of weight just in moving the pump around. And I got it all done and felt pretty good. Went to get out of bed this morning. It's like, oh, good grief, my back and my shoulders. So that was probably a little bit too much in one time. But things are starting to loosen up, and I'm just doing this walk because it's July and we have to keep walking. Because we have to keep pushing forward in our July challenge. And I wanted to get this in before it gets too hot, because now that the sun is out, you can see that most of the lawns that were brown and crunchy are now green again. So I'm going to have to cut my grass. I want to do it first thing in the morning tomorrow, because I want the grass to have a full day of bright sunshine to dry back out. Because I hate having to turn the mower over and scrape the underneath side of it where wet grass gets stuck. So I'm starting to get loosened up here. So I am recovering. I think it's a pretty good sign that I could actually do that work and not feel it at the time, or feel like I was getting tired with just a little bit of muscle achiness in the morning. But let's talk about this July challenge for just a moment as I'm coming back down the hill to the house. Don't forget to get down in the comments and tell me how many steps you got in. And even if it's not actual steps, if you do other types of exercise, I'm leaving it up to you to decide how many steps that's worth. But I am just absolutely amazed and so grateful to everyone that watches this channel. We have, as reported, the first day of our July challenge as a channel, we did 75,345 steps. Can you believe that? 75,345. If we do exactly that much over the course of the 31 days of July, we'll be at almost 2.5 million steps as a channel. That's huge. That's ginormous. Unbelievable. Good job, guys. And I expect more people will join in as we go. So let's keep this July ball rolling. I know this wasn't quite a 20-minute walk. I'm going to go back out and probably do a little more in a bit. But right now I've got a 2.5-pound roast in the oven that is going to be calling my name in about an hour. I'm ready for that. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. 4th of July. This is the same advice I give every year to everybody I know. Be safe, Remember that fireworks are dangerous, so you need to be careful, be safe, stick to plan, don't eat all the junk. However, if you can't be safe and you're going to do something extremely stupid with fireworks, make sure you do it so spectacularly that everybody on the channel gets to see you on tomorrow morning's news of a recap of what happened, so we can live your adventure vicariously. Got to be reported on the news. If you're going to do it right. But that's what I've got for you today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this quick little walking video. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you tomorrow.